Good morning, students. Today, before I start the topic, I would like to ask you a few questions. What you all are doing? You all are having the similar answers like we are listening to you, we are studying, we are learning, we are watching videos of yours. But if I would have asked you this question that what you all were doing before this, you will give me different answers. Like some of you will say that I was watching television, I was helping my mama in the kitchen, and so on. But can anyone tell me what is the difference in both the questions I asked? There is only one difference, that one question I asked is what you are doing at present, and the other question I asked was that what you were doing just few minutes before. One is in the past tense and one is in the present tense. So today we are gonna do simple present tense. Tenses generally tell us about the time when that action take place, whether about the present, past or future. Uh, these tenses you have already done in the previous class. Present tenses further classified in four types, but in today's topic we'll only cover the simple present tense. The verbs also tell us about the tenses used in the sentences. Like here in the examples it is given, Ritu studies with me. So here studies is the first form of the verb which is given in the present tense. Now the various example, with the help of the verbs we can easily identify the tenses used in the sentences. Observe the following tables. Now here in the simple present tense you can see there are two verbs given: buy, buys, catch, catches, do, does, give, gives, sing, sings, sleep, sleeps, teach, teaches. Now you must be surprised by seeing these two verbs in the present tense, but in the next slides I'll tell you where to use these verbs. The simple present tense affirmative. We form the simple present tense with the infinitive of the verb. With the plural subjects, we use the root word of the verb. That is the first form of the verb. And with the singular subjects, we use infinitive plus s or es with it. Like I work, he works. You work, she works. We work, it works. Now you can see here in the examples that with the plural subjects I use the root verb, and with the singular subjects I use the verb with s or es with it. You work, they work. These are the plural subjects. Rules for the third person singular. Generally we add s with the verbs, like I read, he reads. But the verbs ending with y, we add s with it, but in some cases we add ies. Now there are rules for it. I play, he plays. As you can see here, before the consonant y there is a vowel letter a. So wherever we find before the consonant a vowel letter, we only add s with it. But where there is a consonant before the y, we replace the y with ies. Like here in the example you can see I study, he studies. Because before the y the consonant d is there, so we replace the y with ies. Now the verbs ending with o, sh, ch, s, sh. Now I go, he goes. In these conditions, we add es with the verbs, with the action words. Like I go, he goes. I watch, he watches. I kiss, he kisses. So you can see here in the examples that with the third person singular, he, she or it, we use these terms with it, like s or es or ies. I wash, he washes. I fix, he fixes. Here comes the uses of simple present tense. Where we use the simple present tense and when we use it. So here is the answer to this question. The simple present tense can be used to refer to actions which occur at regular intervals. That means whatever actions you do on regular basis, like we all eat every day, we play, we study. These are the things you do on regular basis. So here is the example. I go to school every day. Now when we talk about every day, week, month, that the actions that you do on weekly basis, monthly basis, like your birthday falls on a particular date every year. So these are the activity or actions that you celebrate every year. On Sundays, like you meet your friends on Sundays, but any particular day that you meet, at weekend, in summers, any particular activity that you do in the summer vacation. Like she studies French in the afternoon. Whenever we talk about always, usually, often, sometimes, never, that means these are the repetitive terms that we use in the simple present tense. Whenever we talk about these terms, that means we are talking about the simple present tense. Like he never watches TV after lunch. He always take a short nap after the lunch. The simple present tense is also used in stating the general truth, fact, or universal truth, you can say. Like the sun rises in the east, or you can say the birds fly. These are the truth. These are the general truth that we all know. So we always say these sentences in the simple present tense. Like the earth goes around the sun, or she lives in Ambala. You can say Delhi is the capital of India. These are the facts. So we always say these sentences in the simple present tense. How to make the negative sentences in the simple present tense. For the negative form, we generally write with the subject auxiliary verb, that is your helping verb, that is do, does, plus not, as we are talking about the negative form. So negative is incomplete without not, plus infinitive, that means the root word of the verb. The short form of do not and does not is don't and doesn't. I don't play, he doesn't read. You don't dance, she doesn't study. We don't eat, it doesn't sleep. They don't like football. Now, these are the examples of the negative form. We always use the first form of the uh, verb with the negative form of the simple present tense. Now, make the negative sentences with the help of the pictures. They don't read. He doesn't like riding. It doesn't sing. Now, as you see that don't, doesn't and doesn't. Here these three are the negative form of the simple present tense. Now it's your turn. Write the affirmative or negative form of the verb in the brackets. The helping words are given in the bracket. With the help of these, you have to fill the blanks. The first one is Dave dash in Madrid. Now, the word that is given in the bracket is not live. Dave is the individual. Here, we are talking about the singular subject. That means we use does with it. So, Dave does not live in Madrid. Now, Sagar dash French at school. Now, here Sagar is again a singular subject. So, we use the infinitive plus IES with it. As before Y consonant is there, so we replace the Y with IES. So we write here Sagar studies French at school. My dad dash a red car. Here again my dad is the singular subject, so drive becomes drives. My dad drives a red car. We dash not walk to school. Now here not is given, we have to make a negative form of it. We is the plural subject here. We is more than one, so we write here do. So we do not walk to school. The bus number 34 dash not stop. Again we have to make a negative form of the sentence. So bus number 34 is the singular subject we are talking about. So we'll write the bus number 34 does not stop here. Mr. Bhupesh dash maths. Now here Mr. Bhupesh is the singular subject. So we write es with the infinitive verb. That becomes teachers. Mr. Bhupesh teaches maths. The children dash football. Now here children is the plural subject, more than one. So we write as it is. Children play football. Will not change the infinitive, the root word of the verb. Mona dash the dishes after lunch. Mona again a singular subject is the individual. So Mona washes the dishes after lunch. Now watch, think and practice. Have a good day.